What is going on, Trovians? I'm ZoxVoxel, and today we're going to be looking at the Shadow Hunter. The Shadow Hunter is a range class that uses a bow and relies on the physical damage stat. It can be purchased in the store for 6,500 cubits, 1050 credits, or via a class token. The Shadow Hunter's passive ability is Dark Whispers. Periodically adds a shadow mark to nearby enemies. Shadow marked enemies are easy to pick out because they have a purple skull above their heads. The Hunter's captured shadow lets you track a target through any obstacles and hit them with empowered shots. Dark Whispers randomly marks enemies around you. This cannot stack on the same enemy, but will mark multiple enemies, and will take around 4 to 5 seconds to mark an additional enemy. Marked enemies take increased damage from your Radiant Arrow. Using your right mouse button will activate Radiant Arrow, a piercing shot that is deadly to shadow marked enemies. This ability can be charged up by holding down the right mouse button, which will allow it to deal more damage. Radiant Arrow can be fired through walls and other enemies. It damages all enemies hit without reducing damage dealt to secondary targets. A fully charged arrow will deal roughly 2.5 to 3.5 times normal attack damage even to a non-shadow marked target. A fully charged arrow will deal 5.5 to 6.5 times normal attack damage to a shadow marked target. It takes around 1 second to fully charge. The arrow will travel 30 blocks in a square line. Pressing your number 1 key will allow you to place a sun snare. Throws a blinding trap that triggers on proximity. This ability can be placed on the ground and will explode like a mine when stepped on by an enemy. Set a trap that dazzles your foes with a luminous flare, knocking them senseless for 3 seconds. It causes AoE damage within a 7x7 radius that damages all enemies on contact. The explosion deals roughly the same damage as a normal attack. The Shadow Hunter's ultimate ability is Arrow of the Goddess. It shadow marks all enemies and empowers your Radiant Arrow. This ability buffs your passive so that all enemies instantly become marked and allows you to deal some huge damage using the Radiant Arrow. Mark all nearby enemies with the Dark Whispers and let fly with the Radiant Arrow touched by the goddess herself. The ability wears off after shooting a Radiant Arrow. The empowered Radiant Arrow deals AoE damage in a 7x7 area for at least 10 times normal attack damage on marked targets, and around 7 to 8 times normal attack damage on non-marked enemies. That wraps up the guide for the Shadow Hunter. Thanks for joining me, Trovians, and I hope this helped to explain the Shadow Hunter's abilities a little bit better to you. Please remember to like and subscribe and check out the channel for more Trove content.